So this week on Terrace Tutorials, we'll be taking a look at the grasshopper. As we're getting into the fall, I'm thinking of that old Aesop fable and the Disney cartoon of the ants and the grasshopper, where the grasshopper just wants to play all day and the ants are busy stocking up for the winter and getting ready. If you haven't seen the cartoon, check it out. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, today we are going to be drawing a hopefully simple grasshopper. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we'll start this drawing like every other one, where we don't press down too hard, and we're going to draw it in the center of our paper. Okay, so I'm going to start with an oval, and then a circle here for the head. And then we have a lot of legs and things going on. So let's see. So I'm going to make a point up here. That. And then down past the oval. There. Okay. And since we made, well, that's a big foot. Okay, we want the other feet to be on the same line, the same plane. Okay, so I'll put a leg here and one that goes out and in there. Okay, now those are our main shapes. So we've got our grasshopper measured out properly, hopefully, but if we made a mistake, then it's easy to erase because we're not pressing down too hard. Okay, and now let's do a little point here, a big eye, some antennae, and then back here we'll want to keep this rounded shape on the bottom, but up top, around where the eye is, let's go straight across, and then it's kind of tricky, but we'll curve that down. But we also actually, let's erase some lines so this doesn't get too confusing. So that, if we have that rounded line at the top, let's erase that out. A lot of times I erase once I've got all my pencil lines in and I've done the, and I've traced over it, but sometimes I'll erase it sooner because when you've got a lot of lines going on, it can be a little confusing which ones you're following. Okay, and then we want to make this look more, neck-ish. So let's curve that down. Okay, and then we've got a big wing. So that line can stay about the same, but make it come out a little further, and then curve that in. So that kind of is similar to that. It like mimics the belly, the thorax. Okay. Now we need to thicken these up. So start smaller, gets fatter as we go down, round it off, and just come back around. This back one can be the same width the whole way through, so. Or maybe a little thicker, but something like that. And then we'll just sort of round off a little foot. And then up front, want to make that leg thicker. Same deal. And this one too. Okay, now erase a couple of these. And then the last things we need to do are, we've got the legs on the side that's closest to us, but we want to see the legs on the other side of the grasshopper. And since we already have these ones here, you don't have to draw the whole thing. You could just, again, mimic. So make it look similar to the one that's already there. So we're just going to see that knee, we'll call it. Okay. Follow that line down. Boop. And another leg out. Same with this one. Okay. Now I'm going to make my grasshopper a little cartoony. Add another eye there. A little eyebrow up here. So now we have our grasshopper. Let's outline it. So there are a few different ways that you can outline this. I usually use a special kind of pen, either a Micron or a Copic, and I draw over all my pencil lines, keeping the ones that I want, and then sometimes making little adjustments or adding a few more. You can also use marker, crayon, color pencil, or just keep it as a pencil drawing, but draw over it, pressing down a little harder. So it's like a finish line, and you can lightly erase out all the other lines. Alrighty, we have our grasshopper. I hope you had fun with this. Check out that Disney cartoon if you can. I'm going to put a link here in the video. And if you want to see more, please give this a like, subscribe, come back next time, and we'll be drawing something new.